We're away.
Oh,
Welcome
just
back.
like say, did he hit us or a countdown? Did we
Yeah,
miss it?
it was. Neither of us were looking, but I did say it was like 5 in. Yeah, anyway, we're here. Hello, welcome
Cool.
back.
Welcome back.
I'm back on Riverside. I think we flagged last time that we'd try and be back in the be back at Shout, but we were unable to do that on this occasion.
We did try and we were unsuccessful.
Yeah, maybe next week. Let's see how we go again.
First up, what was the goat party? I got a drunken message from Chippendale up saying something that made no sense, and then something about
that's a textbook Chip move.
Yeah, and I thought,
we love you, Chip.
There's a fair chance this message was supposed to go to the king to start with.
Oh yeah,
It mentioned Dill, I'm pretty sure. But then I saw, some shindig, or am I?
Yeah. So Caitlin Sims, who's well established, well regarded, very good photographer here in Newcastle. So her and the family, last year they did that big trip in Africa. And then got a bit of a tie up with, I think, like a school or a village or something over there. So she just had a little fundraiser to raise money to buy goats and water tanks for these guys over there. So that was just a cocktail night.
Oh no.
Yeah, which was quite good. I'm sure, mate, if you probably trawl through your inbox, there's probably an invitation in there somewhere, but it's obviously too late now.
Yes, it is a bit.
But it was a great night. It was a really, really good night.
So when's that Friday?
Yeah. Then I got home very late, and by late I mean early in the hours of the next morning.
Very good.
And then had to, on only a single-digit amount of sleep and not much else, ceremony and MC on Saturday. So
fun.
Yeah, Saturday was a bit of a struggle.
Well, we ended up in the valley for a couple of nights. Still ended up with a suite at the Ridges for nothing through a booking mishap at work. So we last minute toddled out to the valley.
Good one.
Which is funny because the amount of time I've spent out there in my life in Newcastle, and I've not ever really done
any
just
looking.
A casual pop out the valley, do the wine thing, do the nice food thing like all the tourists do. So it's nice to be on the other side. Didn't have a wedding, but that was my last weekend now until December free.
Yeah, right.
So it's all happening.
Yeah, I've got a few. This month's actually a bit dog shit for me. So I don't think I've got anything on this. I've got a meeting tomorrow, and then that's it for the rest of the week.
Nice.
Yeah, so I've got some things planned for the back end, and then
getting it blown out, or
the back end. Yeah. But like October's bonkers.
Yeah. Yes, I've got Queensland this weekend, Victoria the weekend after, and then more local stuff after that, like Newcastle, Sydney. So
I've got Brankston, then Head and Greeter, I think. So
yeah, I just realised how boring this fucking chat is.
Yeah, I know. I was going to wind it up there a minute ago.
Literally,
I did have something I was going to mention, and I can't. I mean, one was the goat thing. I was going to bring that up, but you've already done it, and we talked about it. It was a terrible.
Mumba got me a goat for Christmas, actually.
Yeah, well, to be a similar sort of thing. I bought one. Yeah. I paid for one.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know where my goat is now, but
so what do they buy it cents per kilo, like you do at the yard?
Yeah, no. I believe they're live.
Or it's live. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I believe the people will get live goats for their their place of residence for I'm assuming milk and keeping the grass down purposes.
And yes, true.
And probably not keeping the grass down. I can't imagine there's a lot of grass.
No.
You got anything on your list to talk about? I've got a few things. We're going to have to really string them out because we're very unprepared for this.
Currently planning the combined bucks.
Right.
Which we didn't really know what to do, and that seems like the best way to do it. So it's going to be 30 girls and me and Dill.
Yeah, right. Well, guess what? That's not a bucks, mate.
It's whatever the fuck we want it to be, mate.
It sounds suspiciously like a hen show to me.
Who was I talking to? Oh, a friend from home, and she goes, "Why don't you get Kingy to organise you a bucks like with all the Newcastle crew?" And I was like, "Well, I think this will probably do me." We weren't going to have it at all.
I mean,
don't know,
I can, but it'll be more for me than you.
Well, yes, maybe the ratio is not going to be right.
Yeah. Look, I've got several things on here, none of which are very exciting, but just seeing we're here, we're going to get fucking jammed with them. The first one is, and I think I brought this up in a previous year, but I'll bring it up again. Fucking Book Week is such dog shit. Like, any parents out there.
Although, I do like seeing 90s throwback book weeks where there's a kid going as a VB can.
Yeah, look, which is also going to bring me to my point. You know, kids and their parents are so fucking illiterate now that, like, you're supposed to dress up as something from a book, you know, and some bloke turns up dressed like fucking, I don't know, Matrell fucking Mitchell. And you're like, what book's that? What's that book? Yeah, I'm sure he's a lovely bloke and it's a good dress up, but it's not Book Week. Dress up as a fucking Power Ranger or some shit. Honestly. Where's all the Blinky Bills?
True.
Magic pudding.
Magic what?
Pudding.
What's that from?
The Magic Pudding?
Nah, different time. Kidding? Even though we are brothers, we were born quite a few years apart.
Yeah, but it's a classic Australian book, kids' book, mate. Written by the great Australian artist Norman Lindsay and illustrated by him. Got nothing.
You're getting sponsored now, mate.
I wish I was. I wouldn't mind a bit of that Magic Pudding money. And it's about a Magic Pudding who not interested.
No.
That every time a piece of it gets eaten, it comes back.
Okay, I've got a good story. I just read a note and I didn't think I had any, and this is fucking great.
I'll be the judge of that.
So our mate, we don't need to be more specific.
Yeah.
Was at an event at a venue in town recently, and I can't say the event or the venue because it's anyway.
Like the less you can identify people, like I was just at a barbecue with some bloke and we were talking about it, and he goes, so what's the role of you? And I go, well, there are no roles. If there was any, it's me trying to get him to stop identifying people in stories. That's virtually my job here.
So it's a mutual friend, and the venue was Bernie's, and it was a sex party.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, so what, and at Bernie's, I don't know if you've ever been there, but I think it's
I have.
The toilet situation is sit down or stand up. It's not, gender specific.
Yeah.
So anyway, she's gone into the bathroom. And kind of, as she's gone into the cubicle, she could see there was another cubicle kind of beside her the door was shut. And she's done her thing and then come out and seen that, and, heard no noise from this cubicle and thought, well, I'm at this event and it's a bit full on, so maybe I'll just do a welfare check. And so she's, done the, hey, friend, are you okay in there? No response. She's done it again. No response. I'm just going to come in and check you're okay, because you could see the door was unlocked. She's pushed the fucking door open. Mind you, this is at a sex party, right? So what do you reckon?
What will happen next?
It was a fucking broom closet.
And with no one in it.
She's walked in, there's a mop bucket, a mop, a broom, and the wet slippery sign. It was not a fucking cubicle at all.
This is not where I thought this story was going.
Off her fucking chops and thought, I'm going to do a good thing here, and somebody's, a bit over, like they're having too much of a good time and they're passed out on the toot. But no, it's just, she's gone in to find a mop and bucket.
That's not what I thought was happening here.
Oh, gosh. What else have I got here?
I'm going to just slip back to wet because I've only got 3 things on my list, so we're going to have to cover them all. I'll fill in a bit of boring time. If you're a guest at a wedding, and I'm pretty sure I've covered this before, but I'm going to do it again because it's my pet hate. If the invitation says 3:00, that means the ceremony starts at 3, and you should be there at 2:30. People are forever turning up fucking late. And then I was at a wedding the other day and the guest said, oh, I thought like when it said 3, it meant that's when we should get here. And I went,
since when?
And it'll start later. And I go, if you look up the TV guide, They don't tell you when you should start warming up the TV for when the show will start in fucking 20 minutes. They just tell you when the show's on. Because I said, what do when you go to the movies? Do you just go, it says 2, we'll go at fucking 2:45?
The 6 o'clock news bulletin does not start at 6:45.
The argument, when I used the one about the movies and said, if it says 2 o'clock, you get there at fucking 2 o'clock. And they go, oh, yeah, but it's all ads and previews. I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you fucking talking about? So if you're a guest out there, if an invitation says a time, that means the time that the event is going to start. So get there fucking earlier than that.
And what the fuck would we do as previews? Like Troy McClure? Is it Troy McClure of The Simpsons?
You might remember me from such films as...
God.
Yes. Yeah, there's a public service announcement. If it says a time, that's the time. I will also say now, to fly completely in the face of that, if you're a couple getting married, you should, if you want to get married at 3, tell people it starts at 2:30 because they're fucking idiots and they won't turn up till 3 anyway.
Yeah. Oh, and for us to kick it off, we're going to, obviously do the head count, ask the couple, do they think anyone, well, not the couple because only one of them's there normally.
Yeah. Is there anyone important that should be there?
Ask one of them, do you think anyone's missing? And generally they go, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I didn't do the guest list.
Yeah.
And then we have to then, start the kickoff from there. So, yes, I agree.
Right.
Now, any other pet hates?
Go.
No, mine's not a pet hate. I don't even know how we got onto this. No, maybe because we're doing the wedding invites. And someone was asking, what about this person and this person? I was like, I don't even fucking know them or talk, whatever. But then it reminded me of when Grandma died a few years ago.
Hey, try and keep it light.
Granddad's given Dad his address book and said, I can't do it. Can you just ring everyone and let them know that Grandma's passed away, which is a pretty standard thing to do.
Yeah.
But what's not a standard thing to do is basically record everyone that you've ever come across in your entire life and put their details in your address book. And Dad asked him, he said, there's a lot of names in here, Granddad. Are you sure you want me to call them all?
More.
Oh, yeah, no, I keep in touch with all of them every single year. And he does, that's true, but Dad rang multiple people that were very kind of...
confused?
Who's calling?
Yeah, what's this about?
And then when Dad
said... What have I won?
It's Brian Haron's son, Ross. We're just calling about, to let you know Barbara's... Oh, Brian, yes, we met him in 1987 in a caravan park in Darwin. And he's written us a Christmas card every year since. And
hilarious.
And then, thanks for letting us know. Sorry for your loss, but we don't think we'll be attending this.
No.
And there was fucking dozens of people.
Thank fuck we won't be getting that Christmas card every year anymore.
Like dozens of people on this fucking list.
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
What do you got?
That's it. That's all for me.
Oh, fuck
Thanks
off.
for coming in.
13 minutes we're at. No, I do. Now, I have told you this story, and I have permission from most of the people involved to tell it. However, I am required to not identify them or the venue. So I'm just going to talk in more general terms, really.
It's Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John at...
So I think it's safe to say it's in the Hunter Valley, and it's a venue that, and good friends of ours.
Whoa. We don't need to know geographically where. You need to fucking back up.
Good friends of the two Monties.
You were literally giving every clue.
There's no clue. Shut up, mate. You're the last person who can fucking throw stones at me about this. So anyway, good friends of ours, Bring the Noise Fireworks, no, this isn't them though.
Oh, sorry.
So it was a venue that they great relationship with the venue, excellent stuff, and then suddenly one of the neighbours of this venue decided that
he's taken all my might not to say it because I know exactly.
No, I know. Don't say anything. But this neighbour who also has a business close by decided that they didn't like it anymore.
What do they run, a fucking library or?
So, well, no, and their business was well and truly shut by the time any of this happened. It was just they spent a bit of their day getting overly excited with
cars coming up and down the road.
No, just in there, there's a lot of, they're in a business, I can't even say, I don't want to say anything. But, they were a bit tired and emotional by the end of the day is how I'd put it. And so got very So I got
Porn
very...
stars?
Huh?
Porn stars?
No. Anyway, moving on. So there was a fair bit of to and fro between the irate neighbour and the venue, and the venue, said, "Look, we're doing our best to blah blah," and Pete at Bring the Noise, they do what they required to do. They notify all of the people the days in the weeks before and the time and the this and that. Everybody's ticking the boxes. This other person, very annoyed, very upset.
Also, let's just pause there. If you got an email saying, or a fucking letter in the mail saying, "Hey, just letting you know, there's going to be a pretty, 5-minute fireworks display on this day at this time," would you not organise a fucking party and claim it as your own?
Well, whatever.
Every single weekend.
Yeah, or go out. Just don't be there.
No, just, any special occasion. Oh, yeah, we just thought we'd get some fireworks.
But in this area, there's a few businesses and a few venues, and another venue up the road also having some issues with this other person just being irate and problematic night after night every time there was something on.
I reckon we name and shame them.
No. And thank you, no. And as I said, the people at barbecue, what I do is stopping from naming people.
Yeah, but also you do like starting fights because you've had a couple of fucking doozies this past month.
Oh, I'm on fire, mate. I'm upsetting people left, right, and centre. And so anyway, on a particular night, the second venue had a band on, and this person, now not content with being irate about fireworks, was irate about the band.
Oh, did they front up?
Not only did they front up, they, after being slightly tired and emotional from a long day of let's say wine tastings at various venues around the place. Because I can't. I don't. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Got in their vehicle, drove to the second venue, and it has a shut front gate when there's a event on.
Yeah.
Through the gate, in the truck, through the gate, roared into the venue. So
like fucking bulldozed it.
Knocked the gate down, drove in, jumped out. The bloke in front of everybody. Got up on stage.
Are you saying after a skinful? You're alluding... Yeah.
That's allegedly. And threatened, got up and, was grabbing the singer and guitar, mate, shut this down. Shut it all down. I've had enough. And everyone's like, what is happening? Who is this bloke? And then I believe possibly someone who was directly related to the second venue made some threats. No, sorry, that bloke may have allegedly threatened to come back with a firearm.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, mate, you should probably leave. And, subsequently, I believe the police were called and there's no more problems with that person.
Right.
But drove through the gates and fronted, I think, the band and the groom. You've got to shut this down now. Too much noise.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And I mean, you would be worried about that threat of a firearm because if he's driven through the fucking gate.
Well, that was it. It was all a bit unhinged, apparently.
Yeah,
allegedly.
Right.
I haven't said where, when, or how, but...
I'll fill in the blanks, everyone.
Yeah, great. If you could, that'd be wonderful.
Fucking hell. That's a bit rogue.
Yeah, that was a good one. And I'd actually said in the past that I was going to bring it up, jokingly, and then someone from one of the venues said to me just recently, I thought you were going to talk about that. And I was like, well, I didn't, it seemed like there was some legal action there from, when the police came to take, well, mate, I didn't know whether we should probably bring it. He goes, oh, as long as you don't mention any of us, it's fine. I went, I'll do my best.
God.
I did okay. I didn't do great. I was at
you did well to not fall into my trap, actually.
I know. I've got you covered.
I'm going to get Lincoln to put all the details in the show notes.
Yeah, put them in the show notes. I did actually do the Lake Macquarie Yacht Club open day today. That's where I've spent most of my day.
Jeez, you're really ticking them all off.
Yeah, mate. Well, if anybody wants to get married there and book me, that'd be great because it's quite close to my home. And to go, I only have to drive 15 minutes somewhere. I do
remember you saying, yes. Yeah.
That'd be great. But yeah, it was a good day. They've got a nice new marquee kind of set up out the back there. It was a cracking day in the sun, couple of beers. Living the dream.
Very good. Yeah, cool.
Any wedding news, mate?
Actually, yes. Did just book a gig on a sunset cruise out of Darwin next July.
That sounds
So
awful.
that's going to be pretty fun.
What? Oh, it's in just for the evening.
Are you having a stroke?
Well, I'm trying to get my head. Well, like you lost me at cruise because I have a very strong opinion of people who enjoy cruises.
Okay, call it whale watching. Like it's a fucking
It's
harbour.
not like days and days.
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah,
Sunset,
good.
mate.
Well, that was a bit I said. Like sunset, is it just for the evening?
As you'll know, sunset photos last about 5 minutes. So
Well,
no,
it
this is
depends
a
on the photographer and how much they want to fuck a timeline.
3 hour cruise. You know, out and do it.
Now, I'd throw in a Gilligan's Island reference there, but I know you won't get it.
Nah. Out, do a U-turn, come back, married at sunset. Everyone has a few, and then
You've booked a wedding on that thing.
yeah, I'm not booking a cruise for fun, mate.
Well, this is why I was because I'm like, he's booked a fucking what? Where? What?
Sorry, I really spell it out. I've booked a
Booked
couple
job on
who
a
I'm
sunset cruise at Darwin.
correct.
Tremendous.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes. Fuck me. Oh, I also need to apologise. There's some couples that have inquired within the last 6 weeks, and I'm talking about ones that were exactly 6 weeks ago.
Right.
That I did not get back to, and they had to chase me up, and I apologise, profiterole for that. But I think I'm all on top of it now. And I thank you for your patience because you did literally wait for me and it's all squared away now. But she's been a pretty hectic couple of months with big bloody travel for weddings and truck driving. And
I was going to say, you got the travel, you've got the weddings,
I know,
the wedding, you've got the trucks.
And it's always, I see it come through and it's like, if I can't actually reply to it in that moment,
yeah.
kind of. And then also sometimes it's like, well, I'm waiting on another couple to tell me what they're doing. I'm waiting on this person to tell me what
yeah.
Trying to plan your life around your
You're
work
nicer than me. I don't
12
care.
to 18 months in advance. It's fucking
I don't
hard.
care if people if they inquire for the same day. I just send all the quotes out, and the first one to send me the money and book it in is who gets the job.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I don't do that.
yeah. Well, no, I also answer my email, so I wouldn't get too fucking high and mighty.
Yeah, true. Well, I give them time to ponder over the quote, and then if they decide no, then I'll go to the next one.
That's not actually true. If I've already got a quote, if two come in at exactly the same time, I'll just quote them both. But if I've spoken to a couple, I'll say to them, if someone else inquires before I hear from you, I will come back to you and see what you're doing. But no, so I'm just going to bring us back to the saga of the montyking.com versus montyking.com.au.
Is it fixed yet? Because that was a fucking nightmare.
Let me tell you about it. So I got onto the DreamHost, who's the domain mob that my mate used to go through to get montyking.com. Again, and like I said, look, this is it. I know it's a 30 days and I can't do anything, but that's up, and I want to know when it's going to become available again so I can just snap it up. And the person who emailed me back was very helpful. I'll say that. And they went, no, look, it's not in our hands anymore. It's this other international body that looks after the managing of domain names, but it should be any day. You can click here and click here's a link, and you can just click on it. It's like whois.com, and you can put any email address, like domain in there, and it'll tell you.
And see if it's working.
It'll tell you who owns it, when it was registered, So every day I'm checking this, refreshing this page. Like it says redemption period, days and days and days of it. So last night I'm at this wedding, and I flick it, and by this stage I've reloaded the page so many times. I'm doing it so blasé. I'm not even expecting it to change. And then all of a sudden it says, status active. And I went, oh, fuck, your website. Oh. And so I tried to register it straight away, but active means somebody owns it and it's registered. And I'm like, huh? What do you mean?
Fuck, I wish I thought of this.
No, you wouldn't have got it. Here's what I've discovered. And I'll shout out to any IT fucking nerds out there who want to tell me I've got this wrong and school me about how to fix this. But what I've found out is, so when you put montyking.com it takes you to this other website called
Pornhub.
something. No, I should be so lucky. I might get it. I might get a commission out of that. It's called. No, that's not it. It's called something catch. Dropcatch.com. So when because when I go, this seems a bit bizarre.
Dropcatch sounds like the new term for catfish.
So I Google it because I'm like, is this a scam? Like, what is this? So it's basically an auction site. And what it is whoever owns it, it's like this really advanced computer AI thing, which basically monitors the interwebs for domains that haven't been paid and then have flicked back into being online.
And you got to fucking buy it back at auction.
And it scoops up, like within seconds of them becoming available again, it'll just scoop them all up. And now there's this auction site where
You should not be fucking telling this. Have you won it back yet?
Who gives a fuck? Honestly, well, by the time this comes out, the auction might be over anyway. I mean, to be honest, I might be at the point where I have to let it go and just can everything.
I'm gonna fucking bid.
You're not. You're fucking not.
What's it called? Drop bear?
No, if you just put in montyking.com, it'll take you there. So anyway, that's where I'm at. So what I thought was I would just re-register it and all my shit would come back to life and all my problems would be solved. But it looks like I'm probably never going to get it back, I don't think, unless I go through this scenario, I guess.
Well, there might be some people that you've recently made enemies with that might be willing to bid against you on that.
That's a fucking long list. You see, like, honestly, that could be anybody, mate.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, no, I'm currently
what a stitch up.
I'm in a red hot streak of upsetting people lately.
Yes, and I'm just glad it's you, not me.
Yeah, well, no, that's great too. Yeah, I'm glad for you.
It's no, I don't want to say any more because I'll end up getting in the shit now. So.
Yeah. If you could just leave.
Do you want to apologise? Do you want to apologise to anyone?
No, not in this forum. Speaking of, now that we've gone 25 minutes.
No, I'm not that sorry.
And forgotten to do it again. Do we want to talk about the other thing that we were going to leave?
Oh yeah, we're welcome to the Two Monties podcast.
What do you mean?
Oh, in case we're 27 minutes in and they didn't know.
In case Lincoln can cut this back to the front.
No, just in case somebody's been listening for 27 minutes, really hanging on for who we are. And what
yeah. No, that wasn't the other thing. The other thing was next year. Do we want to talk about that, or do we want to leave it until we're back in the thing?
No,
but
go for it.
You also need to stop rocking back away from the microphone.
I'll bring it with me. Go for it.
Jeez, you've got it now. So we can announce. We kind of hinted at it a few weeks ago. But we needed to get some ducks in a row. But we can announce the 2026 Two Monties charity wedding event supporting the Hunter Breast Cancer Foundation.
Good one.
Will be at our good friends
Adams Peak Country Barn and Estate, located in Broke, New South Wales. Hey?
Country Estate and Barn, not the other way around. Country Estate and the barn, I think it is, technically.
Doesn't matter. The weather's always fucking beautiful.
Fox family.
Yeah.
Great supporters of ours for a long time. We've been trying to get up there for ages. We're very, very excited that...
We actually did almost have one there as COVID shit the bed.
We were going to have one at the... 2020, in 2019... was our first year, and it's so successful. We thought, well, we'll do two next year, and we pretty much had them lined up. And COVID ruined everything, and then we just haven't been able to get our ducks in a row with the guys at AP to get it done. But this time, I'd like to say thanks to Michael for sorting it out for us, but Karen will murder me if I just leave it at that. So, big shout out to the whole, all the Fox family. Obviously, Shay there. Sienna, who's their coordinator there now, will be supporting us there. I won't probably announce any vendors yet, but we are well on the way to filling a bunch of those slots. If you are a vendor,
no, huh?
No, what?
Oh, I thought you said filling a bunch of holes, but that was a different.
If you are a vendor and you would like to get involved, drop us a line. Like I said, we've got a bunch already lined up. As luck would have it, when we finally nailed down and the date is July 24?
5.
I want to say 4. It was 5 this year. I think it's 4 next year.
6 or 4. July 24, you're correct.
That's right. So July 24 will be the wedding. We actually need to nail down the auction date because as people who follow us, all three of you will know, we traditionally, by my friend here insisting that Valentine's Day was the most appropriate day to hold our auction, but we're unable to do that this year.
Unless we'll be together.
We will be together. No, we won't do it then. We'll sort something out with AP, I think. But so the auction will be early in the year. The wedding will be on July 24, 2026. I can tell you that before we name the vendors later, I did organise a lot of it when I was at the Adams Peak Open Day recently. So if you look at the bunch of vendors on there, I can tell you that there's a number of them who are involved because I just walked around and went, can you do this next year? Can you do this next year? Can you do this next year? And they all jumped on board. So there's, like I said, a bunch of stuff. Excellent vendors all round. Very, very excited. People that know me know that I've got a pretty good relationship with the AP people. So I'm very excited to have our event there.
It is going to be awesome. It's one of my favourite events. Favorite events. What a fucking wanker. Favorite venues.
Favorite event, mate.
Favorite venues of all time. Also, I accidentally muted my mic before, as per usual.
That's
fucking boomer. We are going to be together for Valentine's Day, day after the wedding. So we could do it. We could do the auction on the stage at the Glen and the Show.
Is that where we're going to get the people to the Glen in the Show?
We fucking could. Wouldn't that be good?
Well, we'll see. Do they even have the internet out there if we want to do phone? What's the go?
Mate,
we'll have to tell the mayor not to be on the phone that day so we can
don't make enemies. Everybody knows who you are.
Mate. That's all I'm doing now. All I'm doing now is just fucking people off.
They'll have your name on a banner.
Yeah.
Coming into town.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy.
Yeah. Do not serve.
Do not serve. Serve court orders only.
Yeah.
Mate,
look, considering we didn't have much to talk about, I think the big takeaway there is that Two Monties 2026 supporting the Hunter Breast Cancer Foundation will be at Adams Peak Country Estate. The wedding on the 24th of July. If you know somebody who's looking to get married next year, who's going to get the best wedding of their lives for probably half the price they should, and support an incredible charity, then you should tell them to get in touch with us ASAP. Because what would be good, and we love, Jamie and Kyle this year, for example, great.
That was a real rabbit out of the hat. Didn't even know we had the hat.
Which is what I was going to say. It would be nice, just for a change, if you and I went into an auction and had some idea that people gave a fuck about it before we got there, and my beard used to be like proper brown before we started doing this.
The day of the auction, and it's getting worse every year, but the day of the auction, it's like 90% of me feels like I'm never fucking doing this again.
Oh, no.
This is too stressful.
Mate, I was ready.
And then we have the auction, and it's a huge success, and I was like, fuck yeah, let's go again. Mate, but then the day of the auction, so it would be very nice for somebody to let us know tomorrow that they're in. They're in for somewhere in the vicinity of 50 to 70 grand. That'd be great. Thanks for coming.
And look, and let's be honest. Clearly, we don't have all of the vendors. We don't have everything nailed down. But I could say, probably without question, given the last couple that we've done, the package will be worth, again, 100 grand.
Yeah.
Namely, just to start with, one of the premier venues in the Hunter Valley. Oh, and here's a vendor I will shout out because they go hand in hand. Is Monkey Place Catering, Ben?
Oh, yeah.
So Ben is the exclusive caterer there at Adams Peak, and so obviously the Foxes, big supporters, jumped straight on board. But the next person we have to talk to is Ben, because he's another business that operates out of there, and he could easily go, "You blokes can go fuck yourself." And I don't think I'd even finish saying the sentence, and he was like, "Mate, whatever you want, no problem."
Could easily say it, A, because we're pricks, B, because it's a big expense.
It's a big expense. And he never blinked, mate. He put his hand up straight away. He said, "Mate, anything you want, no problem." So
if you have been living,
first one.
if you have been living under a rock, go to our other Insta, which will be linked in this Insta,
Will
or
it?
yeah, I think it is. Hope could you?
Oh, as
But
in the two
the
Monties
two
Insta.
Monties charity wedding event. It's a big mouthful. But go there and you'll see what we've done over the last 5 years, and you'll know how it works. But when we say package will be worth about 100 grand, you can probably walk away with that wedding package for about 50. That's what sort of happened in the
60 is
past.
the new benchmark.
That is 60 is the new benchmark, but it's an auction. Who knows what's going to happen? But guaranteed, you are going to get a uh, very good valued wedding and make a shitload. Make a big difference to a charity with a huge donation.
Yeah,
So,
and I'll say just, on how well it goes, I don't know whether you saw, so Jamie, our bride from this year's wedding, Kyle got one of Hungry Hearts, who was our photographer this year, did an incredible job.
oh, so good.
A photo of Jamie on the decks when she went into the reception,
Is
like,
this the one of her slapping his hand away?
no. It's her like fist pumping with everybody going off. Like that picture behind me on the wall.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
probably
yeah.
that big. This
Yeah.
big black and white shot that it was in her stories this week. It looked so good.
Nice.
So yeah, anyway, that's our big news.
Yeah. Very excited.
I think that's us, mate.
Yeah, that'll do.
Good. We might get back to just in time for Lincoln to turn up. Perfect. All right. Well, that's it. See you next Tuesday.